All right, here we go. CVO Road Glide ST with the 121. Excited. I actually just put the 135 on my Road King, so I am excited to see. Well, we got music on this bad boy. All right, so modes, where we at? Sport mode, track mode. Let's start in rain mode. Turn the music down a little bit here. Few things here. They got mini floorboards, more sporty, sort of like a mid-control kind of thing. Big air intake. Like I said, this is the 121. You get the whole thing here. Why did they do this? Who did this here? How the hell? There we go. Left the hazards on. And this is a whole nother group of riders, so hopefully this group is better than the other one. Little glove compartments here. Very nice. Convenient. This fairing feels a little smaller than the one I have on mine. I don't know, maybe it's just the way it's sitting, but it doesn't, maybe it's the shape. It just feels, I don't know, smaller. All right. Foot position is definitely higher than on my bike. Oh boy. Here we go. Yep. New bikes, new riders. Here we go. All right, so again, the bars are kind of cocked down. Not really my style, but not terrible. Certainly is a low profile windshield, so I'm not expecting a lot of wind protection here. Oh, dude. What are we doing, guy? Here you go. Display is nice. Feels reachable. This is the rain mode, so you can tell the power is definitely muted. Definitely got to do something about that. All right, highway mode. Yep. Sounds good. Obviously, the styling of this bike is gorgeous. Subjective, but I love the red. I love it with the forged carbon. I know a lot of people are clear coating this forged carbon now. It makes it pop even more. Got this little vent here to redirect wind. She definitely has that rumble. Maybe it's just coming off those two Pan Americas that I rode previously that, you know, I'm back on the M8. You know what? Sport mode, let's get this out the way, because there is a track mode on this bike. Wind protection is actually pretty good right now. I mean, I'm only doing 40, 45. That 121 feels good. You can hear that. Track mode. Yeah, she wants to go in track mode. Woo! This is for that person who just wants everything right out the box. Seat is really comfortable. Really comfortable. Very surprised with the seat. It's not too soft, and I definitely feel like I'm in the pocket. Touring bikes with the inverted forks, very nimble. And of course, if music is your thing, you get the whole Rockford Fosgate thing going on here. Again, top of the line, bells and whistles. Here I am bouncing in second gear, right around 4,500 RPM. And this is my first time riding the newer style road glides. Very smooth. The power delivery is fantastic. I'm not even going to attempt to try to mess with the display right now. I know you've got everything right here. I know you can customize the screen and all that other stuff, but save that for another time here. Oh man. This 121, for an engine that you can buy installed already from the factory in a Harley, this engine is wonderful. Between the sound with the pipes they have it on there, the Screaming Eagles, the power delivery. I don't think, well, this is, if this is the CVO ST, it does not have the VVT, which I also have not tried, but very easy to control. You see where they put the horn now, down there on the frame? Very interesting. Because now you have the coils on this side of the engine instead of the horn. For those of you who are wondering, this air duct is no issues with my leg as far as hitting it. I'm all the way back here, and you can see the space there. Plenty of space. Not a problem. Interesting how they have not only the wings on the outside, but also on the inside you have these shields here. I guess it looks like it redirects this wind and it just goes straight up or straight into the engine if it's coming below it. Help keep it cool. Very nice. Adjustable suspension in the front as well. Looks like you got compression on one side. There's your compression. I feel like on this one, everything is closer too, which is what I liked about the newer street glides. That display is like, for somebody with short arms or whatever, it's like right here, boom. Like you see this lady, she's on it. Perfect bike for a smaller statured person, male or female. As far as the whole footboard, grip package, whatever, everything's real nice. Premium quality. Of course, if it was me, I'd go with a little higher risers. I'd definitely change the bars out. But where they are right now, you're not obstructed whatsoever. I think around town, the way we're riding, this low profile windshield is also doing a really good job. Curious to see how I'll feel when I hop back on my Road King now that I've ridden this one. Definitely lower to the ground. I can actually flat foot on this. Whoa, see, this is what I mean about group rides. But this bike, certainly the total package, the premium of the premium, all the bells and whistles, and I don't think it's lacking in any area, to be honest with you. It's got the power you want, it sounds good. You got the new infotainment system with the upgraded speakers, carbon fiber stuff. Again, the perfect bike for someone who just wants to put it all up front and say, Harley, give me your best. I don't think it's lacking power whatsoever. I feel like this is the sweet spot right here. Woo-hoo. Other than the ergonomics, I don't think there's anything you really got to do to this bike. And I think they know that, and the price point reflects that as well. Probably repeating myself, but very, very impressed with this bike. Clutch play, brake play, levers, comfortable. Suspension feels really good too, and I haven't even touched anything. Cool. Certainly likes those upper RPMs. Brakes do a good job. And you can see the bars rumbling here. This bike's got some oomph. And I mean, if I compare this to the guy next to me in a regular Road Glide ST, that regular Road Glide, his bike is just purring. This bike wants to growl. Again, look, I'm here in third gear, close to 5,000 RPM, not even feeling like it needs to shift. Fantastic bike, really, really impressed with it. Again, this is that buy it, and there's very, very little, if anything, you would have to do to this motorcycle. If anything, ergonomics, depending on what you like, what's your stature. But as far as the engine, the seat, the hand and foot control package, suspension, you don't have to do a damn thing. And that's my opinion. Fantastic bike. Is it worth it? Well, if you're someone like me who puts a lot of money into the bike they buy anyway, yeah, I think so. I think it's got everything you want. But that red, the Alcantara, with that forged carbon, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful bike, man. Very impressed, guys.
All right, so back in the lab, I just wanted to go over a few things here, talk about the different color options you can get, and also what would it take if you were going to go the route of buying a regular Road Glide and trying to do these upgrades yourself, about as close as possible, because that's always an option, and maybe then it would make more sense as to why the price of this Road Glide CVO ST starts at 45 compared to a standard Road Glide which starts at 28. So, first things first, let's talk about the colors here. Mercury Silver is probably the most basic color. You do have your Fast Johnny logo here, and the rest is just that silver with the red accents. Silver and or gray and red always look sharp. The one I tested would be the Rally Red, and I thought it was beautiful. And I'm more of a blue guy than a red guy, but I thought this red and black with the piping and the accents, all real nice. But my personal favorite for this year is this Hot Lap. And like I said, don't ask me why. I just like the color combo. It's almost like a plaid shirt. But out of the three, this is my favorite. So again, that's also a $5,000 upcharge. But for an extra, what are we looking at? You're probably looking at around $17,000 difference between a CVO and your standard model. Let's talk about what it would take, because if you think about all the add-ons, you can see how quickly it adds up if you go that route building it yourself. And we're not even going to talk about would you end up with better parts or better all-around bike, completely subjective. And however you choose to spend your money, certainly that is your right. To me, a CVO is for somebody who just wants it out the box. They don't want to mess around with all this stuff. They just want it. Just give it to me exactly how I want it, and I can respect that. But as far as the pricing, well, front and rear carbon fender dash plus the seat cowl, easy $1,000 if you were going to go aftermarket. Inverted forks, easy couple of thousand. We're not even talking about install, we're just talking about the price of a brand new set of inverted forks for your Road Glide. The music itself, the Rockford Fosgate stuff, certainly probably at least another grand. Again, nothing installed. And then other things, they don't really advertise too much about the details of what you get with the CVO, but they do list it here as 121 high output engine, 127 horsepower, and 145 foot-pounds of torque. You could certainly argue that you wouldn't really have to do a big bore kit with your 117 if you were on a standard 2025 Road Glide. You may be able to get numbers pretty close with just the stage 2, but even that in itself is about $3,000. So, and again, most of this is just parts, right? So you could certainly build this same bike and really catch up to this 45,000 really quick, especially if we're talking motor work and paint and upgraded speakers and carbon fiber stuff. It adds up so fast. But now you have an option. Do you buy this all in one shot? Maybe you have all the money in one shot, or you can swing it and it comes out the box that way. You have a more unique motorcycle as far as right from factory, as far as how many they build and stuff like that. Or you buy your standard Road Glide and you slowly build it up to something that either matches or perhaps performance-wise and every other wise is a better motorcycle for you, because that's what you're doing this for at the end of the day. So again, to me, this is for that person who just wants to buy it and ride it, and that's it. Because what are you going to do? Are you going to paint over a CVO? What's the point of getting the CVO paint job, right? Everything else for CVO, as far as I'm concerned, you want to keep it about as stock as possible, as far as retaining value and things like that. But anyway, that's my 2 cents. All in all, regardless of the price, it was a great motorcycle. Very few things you would need to change. If anything, it's just ergonomics based on your stature and what you prefer. But if you're in the market, I don't think you're going to be sorry with what you get for the price tag. And other than that, if you've never tried one, go do a test ride on the next time it comes around your area. You'd be surprised. That 121 sounded great, and I ride a 135, and I was really impressed with the sound, the rumble, that torquey feeling that you get from the motorcycle. So again, is it everybody's cup of tea? Certainly not, but they are beautiful bikes, and I think Harley did a really good job with it. Anyway, that's all I got to say about that. I hope you liked today's video. If you do, please consider liking and subscribing. It helps the channel out. As always, stay safe out there, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one.